I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years, but a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The Dark Raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
Woo! That intro got me pumped up, and I forgot how epic that intro actually is. It's been a minute since I played The Witcher 3. I remember playing this about last year, and I was so impressed by how well designed this game was and how epic it was. And man, I just was excited to actually get back into this game. For anyone out there that's brand new, maybe stumbling across this channel, my name is Nemesis JG. I typically am a Twitch streamer. This is actually my first ever project that I've ever taken on YouTube, and it's different than what I tend to do on Twitch. On Twitch, I tend to play a lot shorter games to get through games quicker, but I had this really bad itch to play The Witcher 3 because it is one of my favorite games of this generation. It's like, I really can't think of that many games that I can say that I enjoyed more than The Witcher 3. I was actually genuinely sad when I finished this game the first time ever. Like, I really was so really so sad, just wondering to myself, man, how do I waste my time now? How do I waste my precious free time now? But I wanted to take on a bigger project as my first ever project on YouTube, since I tend to put most of my things on Twitch. And I was trying to think about something that maybe isn't really suited for Twitch. Maybe it's more so for YouTubing. And The Witcher 3 came to mind because I just really wanted to play it. And so here we are. We're taking on The Witcher 3. And since this is actually not my first time playing it, we're going to be playing on a fresh start. And we're going to be doing the Blood and Broken Bones difficulty. I don't know if I'm ready for Death March, but, you know, we'll be definitely doing the Blood and Broken Bones just to make it a little bit more difficult on ourselves. Of course, there's going to be some smooth editing here and there to make sure that everything is running smooth. I might include a couple deaths here and there, but we ain't gonna have like the 100 death counter going on. Maybe I'll have some bloopers going in to show you guys how bad it can get. But let's get this show on the motherfucking road, shall we? As this epic intro is coming up. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This actually low-key is one terrifying dude. I would probably not want to find myself with some problems. Especially the fact that he just beheads a horse like nothing. That man just does it clean. And then we got good old boy Geralt in the building with some amazing tracking skills that I wish I actually could possess myself. That man would be like the greatest detective of all time. There would be no case unsolved if we actually had Geralt in real life. And then this is probably one of the most violent crows I've ever seen in a video game or even just in life in general. Because could you imagine in real life if a crow would just go through your eye socket and just go through your head? That'd be one intimidating animal that I probably would not find myself messing around with either. I'm trying to find a trend in this game. So a lot of things I'd find myself not wanting to mess around during the medieval times. But I really do love this opening sequence though. It kind of sets the tone as to what's going on, especially if you know the story already for The Witcher 3. What also makes me appreciate this intro cutscene as well is being able to see both sequences between Geralt and Yennefer. See, we'll eventually get to it here in a moment where we find out where Geralt is, and they could have just left it at that. They didn't have to actually add this intro to it. But I think us as the player, being able to see what Yennefer was going through as she was riding through this area that I'm honestly not sure where she is. I also love the magic that the sorceress Yennefer is able to do here. Nah, I think it's actually really cool. I love Yennefer. She's actually really one of my favorite characters in this game, and honestly, to me, she is the waifu of The Witcher 3, personally. No offense to you Triss guys out there, but I think Yennefer is bae. But, no, I love being able to see what she was going through as she was going through this area, and we also get to see what Geralt was seeing after the math of what traces that she left behind as Geralt is searching for her. And I don't know. Like, the developer CG Projekt Red, they really didn't have to add this in there. They could have just, as we're about to get into it here, we're about to find out that Geralt is just kind of laying down and, resting in an open area of some sorts. And we could have just started the game off like that, and they could have just simply said, well, we're looking for Yennefer. And that's it. That's all they had to start at. But they go beyond that and go really detailed with it. And I think that's one thing that I really do enjoy about The Witcher 3 personally. And sometimes you can actually overlook some details like that. I don't know. There's some things that I actually really enjoy about The Witcher 3 just starting off before we even get through any gameplay whatsoever. It's a very well done narrative experience in my book. So we're officially in Geralt's dream at the moment, back at Kaer Morhen. And I do remember my first time playing this and recalling to myself, I don't know what's more terrifying or more impressive. The fact that this lobster-looking thing is so stealthy and Geralt is not able to realize that the lobster's coming inside his tub. Or the sheer fact that this man, Geralt, gets pinched in the private men's area. And this man doesn't even flinch like that. He just takes it like a real man. It's pretty impressive.
You know I don't find that amusing.
And then on top of that, this man just grabs the thing and just throws it out like it's not, doesn't even freak out. Like, dude, this man is a real man.
It wasn't meant to amuse, but to prod you to hurry. It's midday already. You promised Ciri you'd train with her. Go before Vesemir bores her to death with those etchings.
Now, I'm just hoping here as we're playing this game that YouTube doesn't go too crazy and decides to flag this video or take down my channel for the partial nudity that there is in the beginning of the intro. So we're kind of taking a risk here, but...
So, later then.
See you later.
If it happens, it is what it is. It is what it is. Finally, we have control of the game. I gotta admit, man, I love how buttery smooth this game is in general. So, a little bit of backstory about me in The Witcher 3. I actually did not play this game on a PC originally when I first played it, because at the time, I had like a gaming laptop that I was kind of like scared to build my own PC, I guess you can say. And I was just like kind of worried that it was not going to be able to, like, be built correctly since I was building it.
Mountain Pass is beautiful as ever.
Man, it still actually looks gorgeous since the first time that I remember seeing it. Yeah, this game's graphics is, in my opinion, probably timeless, fam. I'm not going to lie to you about that. It still looks amazing. And in fact, it actually looks better. I think it actually does look better than the console version, actually. I probably have to look at like a side-by-side comparison, but it does look a lot more crisp and cleaner on the PC version, I would say. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I didn't own like a powerful PC at the time. Oh, my PC just became a potato just now. But yeah, no, I didn't own like a powerful PC at the time when this game came out. So I ended up getting it on my PS4. And on the PS4, it was running on 60 frames. I mean, it was running only on 30 frames per second, I believe. It was, I wouldn't say it was sluggish. I mean, it was definitely playable. Not gonna say that it wasn't playable, but still, you could definitely see a difference and feel a difference as well. Let's go ahead and talk to Yennefer. Actually, let me take a look in here.
Got any clothes that aren't black or white?
Undergarments.
And then we'll talk to Yennefer real quick.
See, I thought Ciri could stand to wait a little longer.
Oh, he's already making moves.
Not to mention unreasonable.
Let's see. What kind of answers are we gonna be going with here? Are we gonna be wise? Do you want, we're gonna be like aggressive, or we're gonna be like in the middle? I don't know what path we're gonna take. I did take pretty much the wise path the first time I played this. I could probably take the destructive path. I also did go with Yennefer my first playthrough, so I think we'll probably go with Triss. Personally, I think Yennefer is bae, and I think she's waifu. But for the sake of my second time playing this, I would like to see how different this game goes when you go with Triss as the romantic option. Or maybe we'll go with both. Kippa. Nah, I'm just kidding. We ain't gonna be going with both. I see what happens when you go with both. It's not exactly the greatest thing ever. But let me go ahead and actually pick an answer here. And let's go with the first one.
I missed you a lot.
And I missed you. But we'll have plenty of time to make up for that. Go and train with her, then come back. It'll give me a chance to put my face on.
Of all the women I've known, you're the only one who does that before.
You've known many.
What's it matter? Only ever thought of you.
Smooth. And here I thought he was about to play himself for a moment. Over here about to, talk about how many women he's had in his life for the moment there. But let me take a look at that.
Juice.
I know. You might bring me some more once you're done training.
And then I think we can lead the door now that we've already got all the Witcher senses done here. We got the key. And let's go ahead and open the door. Let's go ahead and meet up with Ciri and Vesemir.
Old Witcher's fast asleep. Ciri's disappeared somewhere, of course. Guess she prefers practice to theory.
Why?
Time to wake up, Master. These lessons so boring they put you to sleep too?
Damn it. After taking notes on ghouls and owl ghouls, wanted to rest my eyes a bit.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print nowadays. She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. She wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Don't get mad at her. We spoiled her. Should we blame ourselves or should we protect the little sister? I mean, like, low-key, if she's messing up and you have Vesemir just falling asleep, I mean, technically it's our fault, so I guess I'm going to have to say it's our fault here.
Gotta admit, we've spoiled her.
We've spoiled her. I've been saying it from the start. Ciri needs a firm hand.
Been saying that true, but you let her walk all over you just like the rest of us do.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame, but this has to end. Now. Killing monsters is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that, if she's to become one of us. I'll see you below.
Can we be honest, though? Who can actually blame the fam for spoiling Ciri? She's honestly a precious little angel in the beginning of this scene. She honestly reminds me of my little sister at times.
Wrong. Now I see why you were so eager to practice. Strike! You're not in this circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork. Enough. Get down.
With a flip?
What do you think? All right. Take off the blindfold. You've got work to do. Your reflexes are still slow.
Maybe for a witcher.
Think drowners or striggers will go easy on you because you haven't undergone the mutations? Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any strigger. Disobeying his instructions? Unwise.
Well, yes, but that book was horribly dull.
I know. And you know that's no excuse.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Apology not enough. Better not. It better not happen. We're going to go with the strict, wise parenting here. Because that's the way to go.
Better not. Vesemir said if it does, he'll make you eat a bowl of slugs covered in salt.
You!
Exactly. So you'd best behave. Come on. We'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the walls?
Alright, so it's been a while since I played this game myself. So I'll be doing the tutorial to actually know how to play this game again. Because I don't know the controls by heart anymore.
Of course. Is a Witcher school or an elven bathhouse?
Beat you to the bottom.
Maybe if you fall.
So quick story I have to share for one of the most embarrassing moments I've ever had playing a game blindly. When I was running through these stairs and these ladders to try to get to the tutorial area, I did not notice that there was a stairs that we had to step on, and I ended up falling and ended up getting myself killed. So yes, I found a way to end up dying in the very beginning area. Sadly, I don't have the VOD for it, nor did I have anybody clip it during the time when I streamed this about last year. And I wish I would have saved that because I think you guys would have laughed hysterically of my failure.
Anything to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, Knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, you ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an owl ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zerrikania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
Won't weasel out of this one. Could have said you did the exercise while Vesemir was asleep. Yeah, I'm going through puberty. My voice is cracking over here. Nah, we're still gonna be the strict parent here. We're gonna be the wise person on this.
Don't try to weasel your way out of this.
A witcher must know how to trick his opponent. You said so yourself.
Might have. But don't use my words of wisdom on Vesemir, got it? That's playing with fire.
Fine, we've talked enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with the dummy.
Again?
Stop groaning and grab a sword. What do you think? Should we start by reviewing the fundamentals or go right to free training?
I'm gonna need to go through the fundamentals here since I still have no idea how to play this anymore. Yeah, we're going straight to the beginning of combat
Should
tutorial.
work on the basics. Even skilled masters need to hone the fundamentals, and Ciri's barely a novice.
I do love how whenever you pick an option that's simple as this, they still have like some kind of dialogue that just makes sense with it instead of just like, making it just basic.
Geralt.
Okay, so we're gonna draw our sword here. And then we're going to press up to deselect the target. When you selected a target, you will attack or direct towards it. You do not have to select a target during combat, but doing so can help you focus a specific target. Okay, so, at least I think it's this button. I'm trying to figure out how this, oh, that button. Oh, they want that analog stick, not the left one. They want the right one. I fast attack by pressing the X button. What's the X button in the PS4 controller? Because this has Xbox controls. Okay, cool. Like, we're using a DualShock 4 controller. And yeah, no, they want you to use the bindings of the Xbox One controller, so it's kind of odd for me to see like, X, Y, and B.
Remember.
All right, so we can dodge the one side indicated direction and press B. All right, cool. We're gonna dodge this game. We're playing Dark Souls. I've been certified on the dodge button. Don't worry. I've been certified in my certain games with the dodge button. I know there's a block button though, or a parry button. Roll out of your way below and choose direction and press A. Okay, cool. Oh, that dodge. Okay, my bad. They want you to dodge forward instead. Okay, gotcha. Alright, so now we're parrying with LT. That's the parry button I was looking for. I was like, I know there's a parry button in this game.
Pretend now, live later.
There we go. There's our 3 parries. So press LT just before your opponent strikes and form a counter strike. Alright, we're going to do the visceral attack. Gotcha. Oh, I was trying to attack him and kill him just right away. Alright, wait for Vesemir to attack. Come on now, let's go. I almost messed that up, I'm not going to lie to you. I almost messed that up just now. We got to do one more counter attack and then we're good to go for this fundamental tutorial. Got him.
Oh, yeah.
Then press LB to X this, and then we're going to use the Quinn sign. I'm going to apologize ahead of time.
Let's start with Quinn.
I'm going to apologize ahead of time because I'm going to mess up the pronunciation of all these signs and just about anything you'll see in this game. So if that triggers you, I'm gonna let you guys know ahead of time. I apologize, but that's just how it rolls around here in Nemesis JG's channel. Alright, let me go ahead and do that. And now we're gonna cast a sign of R2. Wait for Vesemir to attack.
Quinn is sometimes called the Witcher's Shield. Now watch carefully to see why.
That's actually like my favorite sign, personally. I've used that a lot and it's saved me so many times in this game. Alright, so
Cast Igni, Geralt.
Right.
I want to see sparks fly.
Igni it is. Here we go.
See? If not for the Quinn sign, might be aflame by now.
I think the Igni, when you have it like fully upgraded, I think you have like this like flamethrower attack thing. I don't remember anymore. I'm trying to remember what it was because I did actually upgrade Igni as well all the way through.
See that, Ciri?
Does he want me to do it again? Yeah, he does. I think so.
Time for Axie. Damn it. I hate this.
Oh, this is the one that actually mind controls a person for a second.
Axie can really muddle your mind.
I actually upgraded that as well my first playthrough just so I can get some dialogue sequences opened up for me. And then we're going to use Yurden. I can never pronounce this one. This is the one I usually have problems pronouncing. I do know that this is the
It
one
is
made for
Siri.
Ghost. If I recall correctly, this is the one that, you know, can stop a spirit from attacking you or, you know, you attacking them.
Throw a bomb. Don't worry, Siri. Gwen will dampen the blow.
Okay, and then we're gonna throw a bomb. No, wait, no. I'm trying to, there we go. Throw a bomb. There we go, got it.
Had enough?
And that's it? Oh, wait, we gotta stand in that little circle thing right here. Oh, he wants you to actually throw a bomb at it. Okay. He wants me to aim like we're playing a first-person shooter or something. Okay, well, my aim is not exactly the greatest. See, told you, my aim, not exactly the greatest ever. Like, it really ain't, though, fam. Like, my aim is kind of, it's a little suspect there. The combat tutorial is now over. If you want, you can continue training with Vesemir. To stop training, simply sheath your sword by holding the left or right button. Okay.
Fine. Enough. Continue training at will.
We're done here. As we finally got the fundamentals down again. We remember how to play it.
Whoa! You really showed him, kid.
Siri, get down here.
A little she-devil. Soon as she's back, we'll set her to polishing all the swords at Kaer Morhen.
Find that helmet? Siri? I'll make sure to find every last blade for you. What the?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I've always wondered if this had some kind of significance to it, but I could never really figure out if that meant anything. Like that little death of that person inside of that dummy. I don't know, let me know if anyone knows if that actually is supposed to mean anything.
I've long awaited this, and you, White Wolf.
No!
Siri, no! I'm not gonna lie to y'all. My first time ever playing this, I really was like, WTF, why did it do that? Since I had no idea who they were. But thankfully, it was all just a bad dream, and we're back in the present day.
You all right?
Had a nightmare.
About?
Take forever to explain.
Dawn's some way off. We've got time.
I dreamt the Kaer Morhen. Really rather not talk about it. You know, let's talk about our dreams. It's actually good to open up and talk about, you know, what's in the inside. That's what I've always said and always preached. Because if you keep it bottled up in the inside, you're going to really just explode in your head. And it's not going to be a good feeling. And then you isolate yourself and you start, and yeah, just bad things happen. So let's talk about it, fam.
Started in the guest room at Kaer Morhen. I was relaxing in the tub, and next to me,
Triss?
Yennefer. Funny, isn't it? She's never been there. Seemed so real in my dream, though.
Was she nagging you about something? True to life, indeed. We'll find her.
Then we trade Siri. We will. Not worried about that. No, let's just keep opening up. Let's just keep talking about it. We're going to exhaust that dialogue.
In the dream, I went and found Siri. Then we trained.
Those were the days. Little she-devil. I've trained kids who were faster, stronger, but none had her character. Didn't end well, did it? Your dream?
No. A wild hunt appeared, attacked Siri. I couldn't move, stood there like a stump.
It was just a dream.
Ciri's in my dreams might mean she's in danger. Time to go. Well, I actually I'm trying to remember what this dialogue chooses. Hold on.
That's the problem. It was more. In the past, when Ciri'd appear in my dreams, something was wrong. She was in danger.
We taught her how to defend herself from anything, wraiths included.
All right, time to go. Since that's the last bit of the dialogue we can't choose.
Be dawning soon. Time to go.
Jesus, this game is so pretty. I can't get
Wait.
over it.
Show me the letter from Yennefer. Might have overlooked some hint in there.
Oh,
Didn't
the letter.
overlook anything. We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop talking for a minute and give me the letter. Ah, how about that? It does smell of lilac and gooseberries.
You were gonna read it, not sniff it.
It's kind of creepy when you think about it.
Soon. Willoughby near Vizima. Nothing else to guide us there. What's this postscript? I still have the unicorn?
That's private stuff, Unicorn. We used it as a bet. We used it as a bet once. That's private. You know what? Let's just be straight up open. Let's just have open Geralt and not give a... You just let him do whatever he wants to do and say. Let's do it.
Stuffed unicorn. Used it once or twice. In certain situations.
The things young folk get up to these days.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days. Trail's fresh, but it looks like it leads towards the main road. Could be muddled there. Wait, hear that?
I hear it. I smell it. Ghouls.
And we find the ghouls. Here we go. Let's fight these monsters right quick.
Piece of filth.
I'm about to say, do I have my sword equipped at the moment? Because it looked like for a moment I didn't. We're just going to keep the parry button held up. So that's one ghoul dead. There's 3 of them in total. Gonna go for quick attacks. Usually what I go for is quick attacks for the most part. I like fighting fast. It's always been my thing. Ooh, the frame drops. I think I have V-Sync on, so I should probably turn that off. Well, after this battle, we'll probably do a quick skip and see our settings real quick because we have like these little minor dips that keep occurring. But the game runs fine though, but it's just like minor dips that need to go away. An achievement unlocked. Let's go. Chugging a moment generates adrenaline point. I cannot read today. Or can I ever read half the times? Adrenaline points. Certain abilities you can acquire allow you to perform special attacks that require and consume adrenaline points. Your adrenaline points slowly decline when you're not engaged in combat. Okay, cool.
When armies pass, necrophages follow. Let's go before any more show up.
Alright, so, note, while playing on Blood and Broken Bones and Death March difficulty levels, meditation does not regenerate vitality. Awesome, that's good to know since we are playing on the Blood and Broken Bones difficulty, and I've only played this on a normal difficulty, so it's good to know ahead of time so we don't end up getting ourselves killed by thinking that, yeah, we can just simply abuse the mechanic of meditation and, refill our vitality that way. Nope. Doesn't seem like that's going to be the answer for this one, so it looks like we actually have to try and, be careful for once and not be super aggressive and play pretty much brain dead. Food and drink can be placed in your consumables in the slots for quick use during combat. Press up or down to consume them and regenerate vitality. You have some food equipped in your upper consumable slot. Press up now and eat it and regenerate a portion of your vitality. Okay, cool.